Thanks, Stephanie. Rhamondre, how are you today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing well. I just had a couple questions. The first is we didn't get to talk to you after the game. It's quite a performance. What are your thoughts on the performance that you were able to put together?
Yeah, I think it was just a good team win. I think we just put it all together pretty well that night, and I just want to build on that and keep things moving forward.
With the quick turnaround, Rhamondre, to the next game, how much of this is sort of like cramming for a college like Oklahoma like midterm final?
Yeah, it's kind of just like that, but we just got to move on really quick. Like you said, short week. We just got to hone down on our opponent and just do a little bit of extra since it's we got a couple days till we play.
And then my last question, Rhamondre, is one of the top questions I get from fans on like Twitter and stuff is how accurate is 246 pounds, which is what they list you on the roster.
No, I'm not 246. I'm about like 228 right now.
All right. And next question, Andrew Callahan, please.
Rhamondre, were you ever 246? That's a big jump down to 228.
Maybe at Oklahoma. Yeah, bits and pieces at Oklahoma, maybe.
Gotcha. So I wanted to ask about yesterday for the same reason Mike said. We didn't get to chat with you after the game, but your first 100-yard game, we saw how the team reacted when Jacoby got his first touchdown. You got bigger things ahead of you, but there's something special about that first. What's kind of your phone been like since you picked it up in the locker room and everyone saw the kind of game you had yesterday?
Just a lot of people reaching out, just congratulating me, just loved ones, things like that. But yeah, like I said, like with Jacoby's touchdown, things like that, I think we're all just happy for each other. And I think that's a great thing for this team to have. Like, we don't care who's scoring, as long as the job's getting done, like we're all happy.
Have you petitioned coach to maybe let you skip 3 practices again, given how fresh you looked on Sunday after missing all week?
Of course not.
And what's it like? How do you feel right now, just moving ahead to Thursday? We talked to some guys yesterday, and they said recovery is going to be a big deal last night and then this morning.
Yeah, of course. You just got to get your body right and, get in the film room and know as much about this opponent and, in these couple of days that we can. So that's what we're going to do.
I appreciate it, Rhamondre.
Yes, sir.
Next question, Evan Lazar.
Hey, Rhamondre, how you doing?
Good.
Good. I was wondering if there's anybody that you kind of like emulated your running style after, because it's a pretty unique style, I would say. And I was just curious if there's any backs that you've watched in your past that you've kind of taken things from.
I think what makes it unique is I like a lot of different type of running backs. Like I like guys that are even like 5'8". Then I like the bigger backs too. So I really try to like take bits and pieces from everybody's game and just try to implement them into my own.
Got it. Thank you.
And next question, Mark Daniels.
Hey, Rhamondre. When you weighed, when you were the 240s, what was the journey like to get down to the 220s? Was it dietary changes? What was that like?
Yeah, just dietary changes, just working harder. I mean, it wasn't that hard, to be honest. Like once I found out, but once I realized I had to lose weight, like it happened like as soon as I wanted it to happen. So it was just little changes, like you said, in diet and just workouts, things like that.
Did you do that before the draft, or was that an off-season thing?
That was before the draft.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Final 2 questions, Dan Roach, followed by Chris Ryan.
Hey, Rhamondre, just a thought kind of on this week. Is it kind of like a cramming for a midterm final in your mind for getting ready for what you have to do on the short week?
Yeah, I actually just answered that. Yeah, it's a little like that, but I'll say it's a little bit more fun. It's what I love to do. So, studying football it's not all that bad.
And how much is the extra motivation too? Is you win on Sunday, you come back in a short week. If you get another win, it's kind of that good feeling that you ride into a 10-day period after that.
Yeah, well, we approach every game the same. So whether we have 10 days off, 7 days off, a couple days to the game, we're just approaching it as well as we can, just trying to execute what we need to do.
Thank you.
And final question, Chris Ryan. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, hey, Rhamondre, how are you?
I'm good.
Just how would you describe your running styles? You mentioned you have a bunch of different folks that you kind of took things from, but how would you describe it? And what is your mindset when you get the ball in your hands and try to make an impact?
I just think my running style is versatile, I would say. And what I'm thinking when I have the ball is just I can never let the first person tackle me and just get as much positive yards as possible, nothing negative.
And how would you describe the relationship you have with the other guys in the running backs room, and how each person tries to go back and impact things on a different week?
Yeah, we're all super close in that room. It's just like a brotherhood. Like we're happy for one another at all times. We're competing at all times, and it's just a fun room to be in, honestly.
Thanks.
And we'll do one final question from Levin Reed.
Hey, Rhamondre, sorry if I joined this late. Just how are you getting yourself ready for the short week? I'm sure that's not something you're used to. And I'm sure you're listening to the veterans as they tell you got to hydrate and get your legs together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not used to it at all. But like you said, I'm just taking it in from, guys that done it before. And that's exactly what they're telling me. I just need to, attack the week, really no time off at all. I need to always be watching film and doing something to get my body right. Since, like you said, it's a short week.
And just real quick, how much do you like running behind such a physical line? The offensive line, maybe all season long, has been extremely physical, but in the last couple of weeks, it seems like they've kind of just been pouring it on.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I love running behind those big boys. Like you said, they're physical, and they're not gonna take no stuff up there. So I love running behind them.